Building an agency is fucking hard. Way harder than you actually think. But today, I'm gonna make it 100 times easier for you. Today, I'm actually gonna show you the way that you can simplify it, guaranteeing that you actually start to see results in 2025. Now, I have no course to sell you. Yes, I want your praise and love in the comments, but that's about it. There are really only 5 things that you need to focus on when it comes to building your agency. That's your niche, so who you're selling to. 2, your offer, what you're actually selling them. 3, landing clients, so how do you actually go and get these people as clients. 4, delivery, how you then deliver for those clients. And then 5, scaling, and then how can you do that over and over and over again. That is pretty much the process in a nutshell. And there are a few different ways that you can do it. But what I'm about to show you is backed by 9 years of my own failures and wins in the online business space and almost 4 years now of agency building. Now, before I begin, there's something I need to touch on. If you're watching this video as a complete beginner with no money, nothing to invest, building an agency is going to be very, very difficult for you. And you'll be stuck with very limited ways for you to actually go out there and reach clients, doing most of the work yourself with very, very little room to scale until you actually start to see funds coming in. But if you are watching this and you've already got some paying clients, perhaps you have some team members and you're actually ready to invest into your business, which I know is this crazy, scary idea for some of you, then supercharging your agency in 2025 is actually going to be incredibly easy for you after you watch this video. And even if you are a beginner, using the strategies that I'm about to show you from day one is going to really, really help you. So this system and strategy that we use is currently booking us around 10 to 15 qualified sales calls every single day. I'm not sending any DMs out. I'm not really trying that hard even on content that I'm posting here on YouTube. So with that said, let's get started. Let's start with number 1, which is niche. So who are you actually going to sell to? Are you selling to businesses with money or businesses struggling to make money? Now, despite what most people believe, every single niche works, and pivoting from niche to niche is the death sentence of your mental well-being and also your business. It's more about what you actually offer that specific niche than the niche itself. And I don't think I really need to dwell on, picking a niche too much. As long as there's a market that's not under 1,000 people worldwide, like seagull spotting experts or something ridiculous like that, then you're going to be fine. So pick one, stick with it for 12 months or until you get enough data that says you're in a stupid niche, and then, and only then, should you then pivot out. The best thing to do is to go really wide at the start and start to add friction as you start to see that data coming in. For example, starting with service businesses and then going into a specific type of service business that's really resonating most with your offer that you have. And then from there, narrowing down. So next up, we have offer. Now, AI is at the forefront of everyone's mind right now. And the barrier to entry to building an agency is literally $0 and half a brain. So to combat that, we're in a very crowded market where some of you are seeing no results and you can't charge more than 2K because competition's so high. So what you need to start doing is incorporating AI into what you do. Clients just care about outcomes, not every part of your service. So if you want to be different, you need to package your offer up in a different way than other people. And AI is perfect for this. A unique system using AI is a great way to cut through the noise in your marketing and pique the interest of your ideal client within a specific niche. Now, obviously, providing you actually stick to that AI system and deliver a specific outcome that they actually care about. But as a general rule, in most cases, your clients are going to care about getting more clients, driving more revenue, growing their business. But that does obviously depend on your ICP and the level of business owner that you're trying to work with. ICP is ideal client profile, by the way. Now, if that is what your clients want, there are 100 different ways of you going out there and helping them grow profit, increase margin, add more revenue. And that's what you can start to use in your offer. But using that leading outcome is so important for you to actually interest people in your marketing. And also try to reduce the amount of time and effort that your client's going to have to take or go through to achieve the outcome that they're looking for. Perhaps your services are completely done for you, where you handle everything for them, or maybe it's coaching, which obviously requires more work from your clients. Offer a niche, very easy to understand. You can go and read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers and understand how to go build a good offer. But this is where everyone gets stuck. And it's by far the most complicated part of any business. People look at landing clients like it's some kind of cryptic puzzle that's impossible to crack unless you have an IQ of 300. Now, luckily for you, I do it pretty well, and I have an IQ of like 12, so you should be fine. But people here on YouTube also overcomplicate generating leads and landing clients, and it makes sense to do that because if I was trying to sell you a course on landing clients, I would want you to think it's as hard as possible so that you have to work for me to unlock those secrets. But today, my friend, is your lucky day. I'm going to reveal our exact strategy for free, and why? because it's so fucking simple. I don't send cold emails. I don't send cold DMs on LinkedIn or Instagram. I'm not filming TikToks or Reels. I rarely even post here on YouTube. And when I do, it's more me just ranting to a camera with zero editing. Now, I'm not saying all of these things don't work. They definitely do. But I try to keep it as simple as possible. And even with these strategies that I'm using, the simple YouTube strategy and the other channel that I'm about to talk about, we still book around 10 to 15 qualified calls every single day for Unorthodox. So how do we do that? Well, we actually go and buy our sales calls and our clients, which basically means we run paid ads. Now, before you shit your pants in fear of the idea of investing in marketing, I know, crazy concept, let me explain. I've wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads over the last 9 years. But if I break down any success that I've ever had, it's always been down to the fact that we're spending a shit ton on paid ads. Every single person you watch here on YouTube making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, millions of dollars per month, I guarantee you they are running paid ads, and that is their main traffic source. If I wasn't running paid ads and I was just posting here on YouTube, we'd be making a tiny fraction of what we're making now. Most people though, they do get ads very, very wrong. They take a shitty offer and then they try running ads to it. And then they send that shitty offer through a shitty sales system. And then they have shitty margins, meaning they can't afford to spend much on actually landing clients. And this is why it's so important that you charge higher ticket and really understand your unique mechanism of how you help your clients. If you're charging under $2,000 after delivery costs and taxes, you can't afford to spend much to land any clients using ads. But if you're charging 10K with healthy margins, you can spend thousands. And that's when ads really start to work. When your offer's interesting, you have good ad creatives with a consistent testing strategy, you have a solid sales system that you actually send those leads through. So a good VSL, video sales letter, sales page, booking process, that kind of thing. And you're actually good at closing deals when you get on calls with these leads. And then of course, you need to have the margin in your offer to actually go and then spend a few thousand to acquire a client on ads. And if you can do this, it works crazy well. I really want you to start thinking about this. Just pause the video and think. We can do it together. Pause. Like you, I was sat there for years trying to figure all of this out, wondering how the hell were people landing so many clients and able to go to like $500,000 a month in a year? And the answer is they ran ads. And I can promise you that is it. There is nothing else. There's no other crazy voodoo going on. They're literally just spending money on paid ads because they have their system and their offer dialed in. You need to get comfortable launching ads for your business and actually spending money on marketing. How the hell can you go and ask a client to pay you 5K when you don't even want to spend any of your own money in your own business? It literally makes no sense whatsoever. But look, once you do have ads working, start creating content like I do here, and you'll find people will just start to trust you more. I create these videos on YouTube less about me driving people to go to our offer, but more so sending these videos to cold leads that book in with us prior to our call together. And they end up binging a few of these videos before we speak, which instantly increases our show rate and our close rate. And that is the cheat code of content and paid ads. Paid ads for the volume of bookings, content for the trust. And full transparency, we book sales calls for $60 to $100 per call, which is ridiculously cheap. And we have the budget to have 30 calls to one close and still be profitable. So ads for us is a scalable client cash machine essentially that we can just continue to grow as our team builds out and our delivery systems continue to optimize. And we also help our clients build this exact system for their own business. And if you want more information for your business, first link in the description, book in a call and I'll show you how it works. Now, once we got that right and we've simplified our lead gen, the next thing we need to focus on is actually client delivery. Now, I used to work custom with every single client. Every call that we had was different. Every client we spoke to wanted new and different things. And this is what I see a lot in the AI agency space right now, people doing custom work with every single client. And to be honest, is an absolute admin and delivery nightmare. Because what would you rather have? A business where your proposals are all the same for every client and your pricing is the same, or a business where everything is custom for every single call that you have? Now, I can tell you now, not only is your sales process going to be extremely painful, you'll also burn hundreds of hours trying to come up with pricing and different ideas for different clients. And also delivering for every client is just way harder. It's the dumb way to scale. And you'll eventually realize that productizing and systemizing your delivery is where you need to be. Now, we have something we call the client conveyor belt with Unorthodox, which is where basically we've mapped out every day across the 4 months our clients are working with us. We know what happens on day 1 and we know what happens on day 27. all clients go through the exact same steps and our team handle their own individual days. And this allows us to do a few things. Number one, every client goes through the same process. Number two, it's easier to explain to our clients the actual outcome that they can expect to achieve working with us. Number three, we have completely systemized delivery, meaning we can actually work with way more clients. Number four, we can visually see where team members need support and more training is required. And then number five, our service is much easier to understand from a client's perspective. And then also six, we can guarantee an outcome because, well, nothing changes across different clients and we've got that process down. So picture it like a new client machine. They come to you with all of this pain, all of these different problems, and you send them through this delivery mechanism and they leave with their desired outcome. Now, I am making a video on this and I call it process mapping. I'll be uploading it to this channel very, very soon. So make sure you do subscribe if you do want to see that when it drops. But this just allows us to move way faster than anyone else. And more importantly, I can feel comfortable in spending more on ads and creating more content, knowing full well our client delivery is consistent and clients achieve their desired outcome every single time. It also makes it way easier to actually plan and hire a team and identify and fix bottlenecks across the process when you have it mapped out and systemized the way that we do. So start simplifying and map out that client journey. And you've got to remember, it's going to be nearly impossible to do if every single client you work with is custom. But even if it is, you can still use this to make your delivery process easier. Just map out those processes. Now, finally, when you've solved this and you've executed on all of the other parts that I've spoken about today, you are then ready to scale. And scaling means different things for different people. You might just want a lifestyle business where you make 50 grand per month. Perhaps you want to go full hog and shoot for that $1 million per month. The systems that I've just showed you are what you need to go and do both. It's just a case of dialing in that offer as you work with more clients and then upping your price when you have more results and more testimonials. Finding ways to keep clients for longer and increasing that LTV. So having a back-end offer, an upsell or a downsell. It's spending more on ads that are already working. It's creating content like I do and becoming an authority in your space. It's dialing in your sales process and perfecting pitching your service to a cold audience. And then finally, it's mastering that service delivery and actually getting clients results every time and systemizing as much as you can. And I know this sounds simple enough, but that's because it is. It doesn't have to be any more complex than this. I box everything off in my head, lead gen into sales system into client delivery, and just focus on fixing those. But you will still struggle to do all of this, and that's fine. It's going to take you time learning this and getting everything right, and that is part of the process. I ate shit for 6 months figuring out the offer that we have today. And I have experience. I've been doing this for years. It was so painful, but I knew and I trusted the process enough to keep on going. And that's where most people clock out and just give up. So my final message to you is this. Keep working, keep going, and keep it simple. Focus on what works. Don't pivot or change direction. Just keep beating the same drum. And I promise you now, you will see results. You have to become the person who's actually capable of running and building a successful business. I've done it by following my own advice, and I'm confident that you can too. Now, I've actually put together a free 5-day course walking you through step by step in more detail how you can start implementing this exact strategy today. So link will be in the description for that. And of course, there's a link to booking a call with us if you just want us to do it all for you and teach you along the way, helping you get to that end result faster. So with that said, see you in the next one. Good luck out there. Be patient, and you'll make it work in 2025. See ya.